just a few hours from now, we could learn more about what Governor Kemp has in mind for your tax dollars in the coming year.
Atlanta News First reporter Rebecca Schramm is live this morning at the state capitol. And Rebecca, the governor will give his State of the State address today.
He will. Megan and Rick, good morning to you. He'll deliver his address before members of both the House and Senate here at the state capitol. And we got a sneak peek of his agenda yesterday. Take a look. This was the annual Eggs and Issues breakfast sponsored by the Georgia Chamber of Commerce. It was held inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium for the first time. Governor Brian Kemp told the crowd of business and political leaders that he's recommending $2 billion in spending for a variety of projects, a good chunk of that towards some commuter and freight projects that are already in the works. He also wants to help finance several water and sewer projects across the state, and he unveiled a proposal for the construction of a new dental school at Georgia Southern University and a new medical school at the University of Georgia.
With these new assets on the way, we will further address the growing need for healthcare professionals in our state and ensure that we are doing everything that we can to address the challenges across the healthcare spectrum.
And we could learn today whether the governor will commit state funds or more state funding toward public school transportation. His State of the State address is scheduled to begin at 11 o'clock this morning. We will bring you the highlights starting today at noon. Live at the state capitol, Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News.